Good day, you too. I am going to leave town tomorrow to go to Georgia, be back Friday. So I'm gone Monday through Friday. But before I leave, I want to make a video and talk about something that's often on my mind, and that is now or later. Have you ever heard of that before? Now or later. I like to add something to that, which is now or later, therefore now. For example, what do you have in your life that you want to do personally, for yourself, maybe something for your family? And what do you want to do professionally at work or educationally? You probably have a listing of things that you want to do just like I do. But what are you doing about that? How are you prioritizing those things so you get them done? I like a lot to do. One of them is making videos on YouTube because I have time on my hands and I like to share information. But there's also personal things that I have to do. For example, today I need to cut my grass, which I just did in the front and the back. I want to go for a run right now in a few minutes. After this video, I'm gonna go for a jog. Get back, I'm gonna do the kitchen. My wife went grocery shopping. And then at 3 o'clock, we're going to go look at a house that we may potentially be interested in buying and getting rid of this house. Most likely that's not gonna happen, but we're gonna actually go look at that. I'm going to film and show you what the house looks like because it's in the area that we want. We'll see what happens, whether it's this year or next year. I have my little gray cat right here. I don't know if you can see her. But there are things that I have to do. For example, our daughter just started school. She actually starts school tomorrow. That's Gracie. I'm gonna show you Gracie. She thinks she's a doggy. Our daughter's cat. So there are things that I have to do. Our daughter just started school and I told my daughter, email me the website so I can make the payment for your school. I know in August, right now, there's not an actual payment due, but by September, that's on my radar. I have to get that done. That's what I think about. That's for my daughter. The other thing is she took some college classes in high school, and now we have to order those transcripts and send it to her school so she gets credit for that. That's two things. Another example that I just gave is I want to go for a run, but that's an easy thing. I do it for myself with my music. And what you're listening to, if you can hear it, is the guy's name is Sonny Chris, a jazz guy, The Isle of Celia. Isle, I-S-L-E, great song. A friend who passed away many years ago taught me about this guy, and I still love to listen to this music. So what do you want to do? You want to do, and how are you prioritizing that? Are you making it happen? Hopefully the answer is yes. If the answer is I have a lot of things in my head that I want to do, but I'm not getting them done, I'm gonna ask you why. Why aren't you doing it? Whether it's a personal thing, it could be fun. It's not all goals. It could be a goal as well. Are you getting it done? Hopefully the answer is yes. If the answer is no, make a change for yourself. There are certain things that others can't do for us. For example, live a healthy lifestyle. Nobody can do that for me. We went to church today. Then my wife goes, what do you want to eat? I said, you make the decision. She chose McDonald's. But I enjoyed it. It's okay. It's okay to have a cheeseburger once in a while. As long as it's not every day. There are certain things that I can't do for you that nobody can do for you except for yourself, and vice versa. Nobody can do for me. Example I said is healthy. Going back to the things that now or later, therefore now, there are certain things that I have to get out of the way immediately if possible. There are things that I can say, you know what, I can pay the bills in 2 days. It doesn't have to happen right now. Because I'm leaving town, I wanted to shred our bills, pay the bills, and shred the actual other half with our personal information. Done. So when I leave here, the yard is taken care of. The sprinklers are on. My wife has to be home for the first time ever without children. And that's going to be something that I want to make it as smooth as possible for her. We work together to make our marriage greater, to make our relationship with others better. The reason I make videos, like I said, is because I have time on my hands, but I like to help people. I love to learn from people. I learn from people like you. There's an individual that's contacted me. His name is Washington. He lives in Utah. His son just joined the Air Force, and we've created a special bond between him and I and our families, even though the communication is between him and I. He's from Brazil, Washington. If you're watching this, hello to you and your family. But going back to the topic of this is, have your list of things that you want to do today, this week, this year, in your life, and make it happen. We were driving today with my wife, and I've said this to her. She doesn't like to hear this. I understand that. But I said, if I were to die today, I can tell you that I've lived a sweet life, because I tend to make lemonade out of lemons, even when it's a challenge. But that doesn't mean I've lived a perfect life, and I'm not a perfect person. I grew up with challenges, I've observed challenges, I've made mistakes, but I was able to adapt and make changes. And hopefully the story that I share with you through examples of videos is to show you, if you can learn from me just like I learned from others, and I learned from you as well. That's what this video is about. Now or later, therefore now, sometimes later. Have your list of things that you want to do, make it happen. There are certain things that nobody can do for you, but that's good because nobody wants to do that for you. You do it for yourself. Enjoy your day. Have a great day.